If you're using a substance and you've started to worry that maybe it's causing problems in your life, that doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that you're weak or that there's something wrong with you. It actually just reflects the way that substances typically work. A lot of the types of substances that people start to enjoy using end up being addictive, and they're working actually on the brain to try and change the brain itself, and that's where the addiction comes from. That's not a character flaw or something that's your fault, but it is within your control to notice the problem and to seek help and do something about it. And so it's great that you're thinking about this and starting to look into what help is available to you, because there's lots out there. I'm Benjamin Veness. I'm a child and adolescent psychiatrist and a GED consulting expert. I'm here today to talk about substance misuse. It's really understandable to be nervous and worried about talking to other people about maybe having a problem with substances. But the reality is a lot of people use substances, and most people start off using it for recreational reasons. They do it for fun or to fit in with their social group. And then over time, these things can become a problem, mostly because of the way that the drugs work on the brain. Because so many people use substances, unfortunately, a lot of people also end up having some problems associated with their use. And so reaching out for help is a totally normal and very responsible thing for you to be doing. When you take a substance, it gets into your bloodstream, and then it crosses something called the blood-brain barrier and gets into the brain itself. In the brain, that drug then starts interacting with the neurons of the brain, and it'll lead to the release of other things like endorphins or dopamine, chemicals that change the way we feel or maybe the way that we sense the environment around us. Over time, especially with repeated use, it can also change the structure of the brain itself. And that's part of what we understand to be the science of addiction, the way in which the brain is changing to adapt to that substance and maybe to start to crave it and want it more and feel like it needs it. That's why you might be seeking it out or wanting to continue using it, even though another part of you realizes that it's causing harm and is really something that you'd prefer not to be doing. If you're struggling with substance use, know that you're in good company. Most of these drugs are designed or they act in a way which can lead to dependence. It's not something that you've done. The good news about this, though, is that help is available for all types of substance misuse. So no matter what it is that you're worried about, there'll be help available to assist you to cut down or stop using it if that's what you'd like. As a mental health professional, I see people with substance use problems, and the way that I think about it is that if you're coming to me for help, it's not because you're weak, it's actually because you're strong.